Hello my dear children, welcome back to the class. I'm so happy to meet you all again through this online class. I hope you all are eagerly waiting for another online social class. Right, I would like to start today's class with another interesting fact. You know that the Science Day in Switzerland is dedicated to our ex-Indian President APJ Abdul Kalam, who is the father of India's missile program. When he had visited Switzerland back in 2006, upon his arrival, Switzerland declared May 26th as Science Day. That's quite interesting and it's very nice to hear, right? Okay, with this fact, I would like to start today's topic, which is about the state government. In our country, there are two sets of government, the central government and the state government. There are 29 state governments in our country. Every state has a government to run its own administration. The states have their own executive, legislature and judiciary. The state executive consists of the governor and the council of ministers headed by the chief minister. The governor is an integral part of the state legislature. So in today's class we are going to see about the structure of the state government, which means it has three parts: the executive, legislature and the judiciary. So under the state executive we have the governor and the chief minister. So we are going to see about the governor and the chief minister and their powers and functions in detail. So the constitution provides for the post of the governor as the head of the state in India. So he is appointed by the President of India, and he is the constitutional head of a state. The governor is appointed for the term of 5 years. But before the expiry of his full term, the president can dismiss him from office. The governor may also resign on his own interest. So his term of office may be extended and he may be referred to another state. The state government cannot remove the governor from his post. To be the governor, a person must be a citizen of India and should have completed 35 years of age, and he cannot be the member of the parliament or the state legislature. He should not hold any other office of profit. So this is what all about the governor. Now next is about the chief minister. So the governor appoints the leader of the majority party in the state legislative assembly as the chief minister. So he is the head of the state council of ministers. So the chief minister has no fixed term of office. He remains in office so long as he gets support of the majority members of the legislative assembly. When he loses support in the legislature, he has to resign. The resignation of the chief minister means the resignation of the whole council of ministers in the state itself. The chief minister must be a member of the state legislature. And the next is about the legislature. Now what is the legislature? In India, the state legislature consists of the governor and one or two houses. So the upper house and the lower house. The upper house is called the legislative council, while the lower house is called the legislative assembly. The members are elected for the term of 6 years. To be a member of the legislative council, one must be a citizen of India and should have completed 30 years of age. He cannot be a member of the legislative assembly or either of the houses of the parliament. And the next one is the legislative assembly. People who make the laws of a state government are called MLA, members of the Legislative Assembly. MLAs are chosen from different constituencies. For the election of MLAs, the entire state is divided into different constituencies, and these constituencies are called the legislative constituencies. One legislative constituency may have 1 lakh or even more people. One MLA is chosen from each legislative constituency to represent that legislative assembly. So the candidate is the person who contests for the election and asks people to vote for him. The person has to be at least 25 years old to contest for election of the legislative assembly. One person can stand for election in more than one constituency at the same time. Now, what is executive? So, executing laws. So, it is the job of the state's Council of Ministers to execute the law. The Legislative Assembly of Tamil Nadu is located at Chennai, and the place where a Legislative Assembly is located and where its Council of Ministers function is called the capital of that state. So, it is located in Chennai. The state government has several lakhs of government employees to execute the laws made by the Legislative Assembly. They are collectors, tahsildars, block development officers, revenue officers, village administrative officers, policemen, teachers, and doctors, etc. And all of them are paid salaries by the state government. They have to follow the orders of the state government. And the next one is about the judiciary. The High Court stands at the apex of the state judiciary. As per the constitution, there shall be a High Court in each state, but there may be a common High Court for 2 or more states and union territories as well. So the state High Court consists of a Chief Justice and other judges, as the President may appoint from time to time if necessary. The number of judges in the High Court is not uniform and fixed. The President appoints the Chief Justice of the High Court in consultation with the Chief Justice of India and the Governor of the state. Judge of High Court must have the qualifications like that he must be the citizen of India. A Judge of High Court holds the office until he completes the age of 62 years. So today we have seen about the structure of the state government, under which we have 3 bodies. They are the legislature, executive, and judiciary. So children, I hope you have understood what I have taught today. And if you have any doubts, please do join in the Zoom teaching so that I will clarify your doubts there. Also, take up today's quizzes and worksheet. All the best, children.